This is Louis the Labrador. He, we think, is about 10 years old. He's a rescue dog, and we've had him for a couple of years. On the weekend of the floods, he was a very confused Labrador because his favourite place is the River Eden. He goes down there regularly to swim and, being a Labrador, of course, retrieve his football. But on the 5th and 6th of December he was very confused. The River Eden had come to him, but he did a great job. Crossed his legs for a couple of days, and we're very proud of him. He was rescued, of course, by those brilliant people in the rubber dinghies who carried him out to the boat. And but of course, 2015, our pets shouldn't have had to have gone through that experience, should they? The government is charged with protection of its citizens as its first duty, and sadly our pets went through a considerable trauma, and the critical issue now for us as a community is to prevent this event happening again. Now, you know that we're meeting on this Monday at the Crown Mitre Hotel, 7:30 p.m, 4th April, and you're all very welcome to join with your supporters, because what we've been doing over the last few weeks is doing some very important analysis of the situation here in Carlisle, and there's been a lot of discussion about the technical problems with flood defence. There's been a lot of talk about upstream defence and whether more barriers make things worse or better. And so we've been involved in that discussion of the technical solutions, but the important element that's been missing has been the analysis of the strategic capability of the agencies and bodies to deliver any solution. So a lot of our focus has been on those two tracks: the physical challenge of defending a city against increased volumes of water, but particularly the capabilities and competencies of the bodies who might be charged with delivering any plan. So we're going to present those findings on Monday. We want to put onto the table a very serious proposal which we think is an important step forward in the understanding of how we lead the defence of the city. There's been a very significant gap in strategic leadership. The event in December was a catastrophe, and very little strategic and significant leadership has been shown by the agencies for whom the responsibility for setting out a strategic recovery plan and also some solid proposals about defence of the city. There's been an incredible silence almost from those who are really in those positions of responsibility. But of course the responsibility is on us as a community to step forward. The current government, the Tory government, is very interested in something called the localism agenda, that communities set down their own plans and thinking. The idea from their perspective is that big government should shrink. It should become a much smaller entity, and that the regions should set their own agenda and set strategies that are situated with the peculiar dynamics of a particular community or region. And we as a Flood Action Group are interested in seeing that as we step forward with you to set down some new thinking, the test, isn't it, for our current government, if they are serious about localism, is to respond. So after the meeting we'll be looking for a serious response from government to pick up these ideas and work with us closely. But it's very important that you're there. The sort of politics that we have at the moment, you could argue, is a sort of populist democracy. That is, democratic process is very responsive to what appears popular, what appears to play well amongst the people. So if we do have a significant response, then it is a chance for government to see an opportunity for themselves to be seen to be supporting local people stepping into the leadership gap. Now you might be asking, well, we're not in Carlisle, we're in southern Scotland, or we're in Shap, or in one of the outlying villages where one of the brooks or streams had overflowed, and you might be wondering if you're welcome. Well, the answer is yes. We want to see all the region's communities come together, because I think if we are united and we are working together, then again, greater attention is paid. So please do join for this very important meeting, which is focused upon protection, focused upon the strategic long-term, medium-term solutions, and also with what can we do now, what actions can be taken right now to as it were, plug the gap. So we want to work on every level, but we want to work towards full protection, which is right, because really our pets, Louis here, he shouldn't have to go through these experiences. It is terrifying for them. The thought of our pets downstairs when water comes in is something that we shouldn't have to think about really in the 21st century as a first world nation. And of course, some of our homes had many feet of water. If we go to Corporation Road in Carlisle, they had water that reached up to the second floor, and it doesn't bear thinking about, does it, that our pets should have to go through that experience. It's not right, and it's something that we will work together to address. So please do join us on Monday. I won't be bringing Louis. He's going to stay at home. He tends to get a little restless and make a lot of noise when he's not getting attention sometimes, so he's staying at home. But do bring yourselves and your children and your supporters, those people who have been working with you. This is a meeting for everybody across the city. The executive group is also representative of all of the corners of the city, and so we hope we're capturing your thoughts and your ideas, and this chance is to engage with you seriously again. So see you on Monday, and let's work together.